It's from her, really great quality. I'm gonna open this up and see if I got scammed or not. I see her as an actual spirit in a human body. I've seen her like that since she came home. Hello, I'm going to do a movie review for a movie that I just saw on Netflix. Okay, this movie I just saw was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's foreign, and my sister's like, I never understand how anyone can watch films that you don't understand, that you gotta read like with subtitles. And I'm like, girl, you're missing out. The best films have been foreign subtitle films. Oh, my milk is coming in and hurting. I have to go. I'm going to do a facial massage while I review this movie. I use my gua sha tool from Sephora. I use this also. This is from Bath & Body Works by DHC. Deep Cleansing Oil by DHC Facial Cleanser. And I put it in the back of my neck as well. Oh, I forgot to lift up my hair, so I just washed my hair. Anyway, back of the neck. So the movie is called Loving Adults, and it's really good. It is about, well, I read the synopsis really quickly, and it said a woman goes to crazy lengths to save her marriage and family. And I'm like, yeah, what did this idiot do? I don't want to bash the lady, because these kind of murders, they happen a lot in love. Like where there is love, there is hate normally, and it's really tragic. But the passion, you turn on the TV. How often do we turn on TV or watch an interesting documentary or listen to a podcast about a husband or a wife that killed the spouse or the lover or the mistress? It's intense when love is threatened and ego gets in the way, and things become ultra violent, really scary. As someone who's suffering at the moment from a real severe heartache, I am, really, really heartbroken, really, really sad. But for as long as I can remember, I never really took anything out on the other person, like the lover or the interest or the person from which I found suspicious behavior and stuff like that. I don't attack, I don't call girls. I don't even call girls. I don't do any of that. I have the issue with the person at hand, with the person that made a promise and a vow to me, and that would be your spouse. But it doesn't go that way normally, right? It doesn't go that way. A lot of times it kills. Love is very dangerous. And that's another thing that I love from this movie, the way they started. The way the story is narrated, it's a dad and his daughter, and he's a police officer, and he was investigating this particular murder. And he's like, people talk about love like it's this big, beautiful thing, but they don't tell you that it's the most dangerous thing out there. That love is dangerous and love kills. He said love, like alcohol and smoke and cigarettes and all that, should come with a warning label. And I was like, brilliant, because true. Anyway, so he's telling her this tale about a murder that had to do with, husband and wife. So the couple has been married for 20 years. They have a son, 18 years old. He's disabled. And I say that because the mother was a stay-at-home mom. She quit her career as a violinist to care for him. And so she has, like she says, shared every breath with him. She has done tremendous work. And I stay at home with my baby. It's been 20 months, and she's wild work. She's more work than I've ever done in my whole life in any job, straight up. And so she has stayed home to raise him and be by his side. Her husband starts acting funny and weird, and women are not dumb, and they have this instinct about them that God gave them to guide them, but they don't often use it. Anyhow, so they have this instinct. She has this instinct. She's like, you're playing me, you're cheating on me, let me see your phone. He throws it against the wall, breaks it, so guilty. She also finds him cheating. She sees him boning the girl like at the work party that he took her to, which is like, if you're gonna cheat on me with your coworker, don't take me to the party. Anyway, so, she confronts him, and she's like, you're cheating on me, and I want you to leave her. But he doesn't want that. He wants to be with her. He's in love with the new girl. Or like some guys refer to it, new pussy. He's in love, or he thinks he's in love, because obviously he doesn't probably, he has no idea really what love is, the commitment that comes with that. Anyway, so, so he is, so he doesn't want to be with her. And then she goes into super attack mode, defense mode. And she's like, well, Mr. Scammington, remember when you did that little scam at work and you got mad money from it? I'm going to tell the cops. that you did that, because I'm an accomplice in a way, because I knew you did that, and you're dumping me now. And so when when they find out what you did in the future, they're going to come after me, and I'm not with that. So, and I'm not going to wind up working at a supermarket. That's what she said, which is funny because I'm about to work at a supermarket if I have to. Like, I'm willing to work anywhere if I have to. Just, I need to make income and whatever. Anyway, when she said that, I was cracking up. I was like, well, and there goes Trader Joe's. No. But anyway, so she's like, I'm gonna rat you out. And of course he gets in super defense mode. She kicks him out because she's like, I love her, I'm not leaving her. And she kicks him out physically, like pushed him out the house, took his keys. She gave him her keys, meaning like, the Benz is mine now. She tells him the Benz, the house, and the child, they're all mine now. And the thing that people don't understand, I'll say men in particular, is that yes, this is the cost of breaking your family up and breaking your wife's heart. You want to be happy and move on. You want to, dishonor your vows. Well, when we stood there and you made these vows to me, I believed them, and you made a bond here, and you did something to my spirit, and now you're breaking that, and you are causing havoc in my body, and you got to pay for that. And if you can't spiritually, you're gonna have to do it eventually. So she's like, mine. But keep in mind, she threatened him with the cops. And so he's like, just like the guy said, he's now in defense mode and he's going to attack. He's in attack mode, rather. When you leave the creature cornered, they attack. And so she has this like jogging, routine. She jogs at night, which I always give it up to people that do that, especially in like the suburbs. I'm like, no, never happening. But she jogs alone along the road at night. He knows her routine. He takes a car from his job, one of the worker cars, one of the worker vans, and he runs her over. And he runs her over and kills her just like that, the same night, like nothing. And he's like, kills her, goes home. She kicked him out, but now he could go home because she's dead. He goes home, he's shaken. His son, he's not even like there. His son is trying to speak to him. He's not really focused. He takes a bath, and then he gets himself a drink, and he turns around, and his wife is right there. And for a while, he's like, am I hallucinating? Is she here? He's really good. I got to give it up to him as an actor because he has this miserable face. And I have seen that same face on multiple men that are baby daddies, that have multiple baby mamas, or that are just in unhappy relationships where they want out and they can't because they play themselves a million times over. You keep, and what I mean by that is like, you keep lying to this woman, telling her I love you. You don't love her. Just leave her and go. But you can't do that. And so you get deeper and deeper in the hole. And so you start to look a certain way. And I would name names right now, but I'm not. But yeah, so his face is perfection. His face is so good at looking like he's stuck from the beginning of the movie to the end. Anyway, so he's like shaken up. So turns out he killed someone else. A poor mother of three, not his wife. But his wife, as it is, Spidey things, like the Spidey senses are still tingling, and she's like, he's acting awkwardly. My card is missing some of his car washes, like suddenly he's dead, but I didn't do it, and so let me dig deeper. She digs deeper. She finds a video of him getting the van cleaned, and she's like, you tried to kill me. It was me you thought you were killing, and you killed this innocent woman. And she's shook and she's scared, and she runs out of the house, leaves her son in the house with this psychopath, runs out of the house. You can tell it's still all about the relationship, because if it was really about me and my safety, I would be like, okay, first of all, I'm not even telling you that I know. I'm going straight to the cops. You tried to kill me. You tried to leave my child with no mother. You're going to jail. But no, she lets him know. She runs off. She's shaking. And it's just about the shock. And I can understand that part, the shock that your husband that you love tried to kill you. It's a big shock and it's heartbreaking. But the reality to me should be that he tried to kill you. Anyhow, so then she devises this plan. And she's like, you little whore, your little side piece that you're in love with, you're going to kill her. And that's the deal. I'm not going to report you to the cops. We're going to be together forever. You kill her, and now I'm your accomplice to that. So we're in this together. So we're bonded by these horrible secrets. And she's like smiling like an evil person the whole time. So where it goes from him being like a super selfish piece of shit, now she's the bad psycho woman. And I'm like, a guy wrote this. And he gaslights her and all that. He's like, you need help. You need like serious help. And it's funny because she's smart. So she's like, you played me. You're leaving me. You're breaking up your family. You've done all this sneaky, scammy shit at work, and I need help. Anyway, so he's like shaken up. He's supposed to go kill. She's like, I'll do the whole thing. I'll do this whole thing for us, this accomplice. Like, I'll have us set up in a spa. I'll make believe you're there. I'll have people think that you're both you and I are there. You go kill her and get back to me. I got it. And he goes to his love's house and they bone and he can't kill her. Duh. But who sneaks into the window to kill her? Yep, the wife. And she was like, I know you couldn't do it, you sucker. And yeah, they take the body, they hide it, they burn it, boom. So the cop finished telling the story to his daughter. And his daughter is actually like, it's funny because she's covered up. She's covered up with a jacket. She's wearing white, but she's covered up. And they look very casual, like they're in this cute little whatever tea thing in Germany, I don't know. But then, you know, the guy's like, oh, it's ready, we're ready, it's time. And she's actually getting married. She's about to get married. But her dad this whole time has been telling her the story to convince her not to do it. He's like, love is one of the most dangerous things in this world. You don't have a clue, but you can actually be walking down the aisle, getting married to your future worst enemy. Like, do not do this. And then he looks at her and he's like, you look beautiful, no one deserves you. Which is the whole point of the story. Which is true, which is how I feel. Like, I love my child so much, but knowing what I know, knowing what I've learned and have seen and am seeing still to this day, like the love out there, it's not love. It's something else. It's ego driven and it's not real. Firstly, this woman doesn't love this man at this point. Something has snapped in her head, and the same thing with him. Because if you love that side piece of yours and all that, you don't kill your wife. If you have a fucking love for your child, you don't kill his mom. Same thing with her. Like, do you have to kill his side piece? You know, no. You don't force him to be with you either. So none of this is love, but this is exactly what you see. I mean, I've never seen anyone murder for love, but I've seen wild stuff, like really wild things happen out there. And it's just not worth it. So for my child, I would love her to love something, not someone. I always say that. I've been saying that a lot lately in conversation about her. I'm like, if I can just see what it is that she loves at a young age, like me in art and me in painting, I can fan those flames all through her life until she's in charge of her own next step. And that way she will be dedicated to this thing and she'll have that bliss in her heart and she won't rely on another human, because humans are not reliable. They're fickle, frail, sensitive, ego-driven, weak, perverted, phony, baloney people, and anything can happen and someone could crush her spirit. I have had my spirit recently crushed and I have no idea how to get back on track. I don't know what to do. I'm heartbroken on the regular. I'm lonely. I'm longing and mourning, and I don't know what to do. I never want her to be in this place in life. Ever, 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 ever. I'd rather her never love anyone, only like her mom, you know, and her dad, or family. Like, don't rely on love on a stranger. They'll never be worth it. Never, never, never. They'll crush you and tell you that they didn't mean it, or they expected you to be better and stuff like that. So I'm going to get started with the gua sha routine if you're interested. As you saw, I put it on the back of my neck. You take this surface here, I think she used this one here with the dip, and you go from the back of your neck, like lower here, to you hit bone up here, but you do it flat. Like, you see how I'm holding it a little flat? When you touch bone in your skull, you do a little shimmy. It's like a little massage. Same thing here to the side. I think she did this one flat. Either way, this is how I do it. Once you hit bone, meaning your jaw, you do that little wiggle. Flat, a little like gentle. Don't put too much pressure into your skin. It should be gentle. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. This is something I just started doing, like maybe 2 years ago, but I'm not like devoted to it. Make sure you have oil there. You need that slippage. I'm not devoted to it. I don't do it all the time. But when I have me time, I try to, you know, with the nub, the dip, and you go in the center, you put your hand here, and you go up gently, as flat as you can get it. Like that. And then when you hit the jawbone, you wiggle. Now with the dip here, again, you go along the jawbone. You get up here, wiggle, longing. And here you take the flat surface and you wiggle till you get up. I'll link her video. She does a better job than me, but you know. Flat area here. Wiggle. Look at this forehead. It is so big, isn't it? And then you do it over here. Flat, wiggle, wiggle. And then the third eye, honey. Okay, there's a sensitive part here under their eyes, and she says you hardly feel it. Like you just go up, wiggle up here. It's like you're not even touching it almost. It's light as a feather. Ready to get better at that. I love that song. It's my heartbreak. It's a part of my heartbreak Latin playlist. This massage I got from somebody. I forgot her last name, but her first name is Olga, I believe. Olga. She's like a Russian girl. Beautiful skin. I think in her 30s. And she does this. Like she pulls up and out. 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 And she does it really, really fast. Same thing here. Up. Out, up, out, up, out, which is really, really fast. This 8 figure, like that. Putting up. Here, this comes with its own set. I'm like getting it oily. It comes with its own set of rules, and I had it and I lost it. I used to keep it here on this magnetized door, but I lost it. I can Google it and find it. But it's pretty much like this. Up and down, I believe. Gently, side to side, gently. This feels good because these metal balls are cold. This same thing here. I do like it for the neck area. For the neck area is an up and down tug. But be careful, your meat gets caught in there, so you really have to have oil on your neck. I don't know if you stayed this whole video or not, but go check it out. Loving Adults. And I think it's actually a good name for the movie. It's well done. It's a well done movie. It's not annoying. It's, you know how these movies can sometimes be a little annoying. I feel like it was written by a man, but because it makes the woman look like a complete monster when he's the fucking selfish cunt. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so easy for guys to break their vows and walk away and leave you crushed like nothing. It's insane. And by all accounts, it doesn't show any signs that they were unhappy. He just fell in love with someone else because obviously that's, you know, nature calls, and he doesn't care. Like, he just got married to get married, and that's another huge problem. Like, people just get married because they think it's a natural next step, but it shouldn't be. It's a serious commitment. You're saying something to God, essentially, if you believe in God, or maybe it's convenient to believe and not believe at times. Finally, I take the rag, soak it with hot water. Be careful, don't burn yourself. Put it over my face, and I think happy thoughts. Oh, this feels so nice. And after this, like when you rub with the cotton rag, your face is like an angel's face, a baby cherub. Just so soft. Now, I do use tea tree oil in the mix with the DHC gentle oil, but that's probably once or twice, once a week maybe, or once every 2 weeks. It is mainly there to like do a deeper clean, or if I have a breakout, which I don't really have breakouts that often. Happy thoughts. I am wonderful. God loves me. I'm good. Human, honorable, don't hurt nobody, love my daughter. That's all I do. I'm going to do another review soon on 3,000 Years of Longing, but I can tell you I really enjoyed it, and you should go see that one. So I'll tell you that in advance. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.